Hi, this is Wendy. A lot of people find the magic loop in crochet quite intimidating and some of the tutorials hard to follow. So this is my attempt to make it a little simpler and easier and to show you how to make a magic loop. So when I'm making a starting loop, typically, I make something like a small letter E with my yarn like that. Then I reach under the loop and I grab the long tail, the one connected to the ball, with my finger and thumb and pull it through. Then when I put my hook in and I pull the long end attached to the ball and snug it up to my hook like that, I have my starting loop. To do a magic loop, it's just a variation on the same thing. So instead of doing my letter E like that, with the short end on the top, I'm going to flip that around and make a letter E with the short end underneath. Now I'm going to put my fingers under this loop the same way and grab the short end instead of the long end. Hang on to both of those ends and pull. So now when I put it on my hook, nothing happens when I pull the long end attached to the ball, but when I pull the short end, it snugs up like that. That's what you want. You want it to snug up when you pull the short end. I'm going to show you once more. Make a letter E with the short end underneath the long end. Put your fingers underneath and grab the short end. Hang on to both and pull that through. Now, I'm going to snug that up on my hook and I'm going to chain 2. 1 and 2. Now I'm going to work back into that very first one that I made. Okay, so not the one next to the hook, but the very first one, which is my magic loop. And let's imagine that my pattern has called for 6 single crochets. There's 1, and I'm going to keep working them in that same loop. And you can actually tug it loose a little bit to get some extra room. That's 2, 3. You'll see as I'm working it's actually coming looser and looser. That is just fine. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, because this end is pulling through to make it bigger. Now, when I pull on the short end, it's going to tighten up in the middle, making a nice circle like that. That's your magic loop. Then you'll go back and do whatever your pattern calls for. I'm just going to slip stitch into that first stitch again. And I'm going to leave this end until I'm finished the project and weave it in at the end. And that way if I need to, I can just pull it tight again before I weave it to make a nice tight starting circle. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like to learn about. Thanks for joining me today.